Day 6 of Worlds, and we might have just witnessed one of the greatest individual performances in Norwegian hockey history.
Of course, as a nation as Norway, it's always big to play against the big hockey countries as the US.
I'm no expert on Norway's hockey scene, but given their smaller role in the sport, it's hard not to believe that this is one of the best showings ever from their national team. They came back from being down 5-1 against the US, a team they've only beaten once in 21 games, to force overtime. Hockey is still considered a niche sport in much of Norway. Their best finish ever at Worlds was 4th place way back in 1951, the year that included that lone win against the US. They've never medaled at the Olympics, and only 9 Norwegian players have ever made it to the NHL. But rest assured, number 10 is on the way. Stian Solberg, a budding superstar, some might say.
Now, you cannot say enough about this young 19 budding superstar.
I wouldn't go that far just yet, but man, is he a joy to watch. I can't wait to see opposing teams grow to hate playing against him once he joins the Ducks. He's already making stars look silly. He shut down Tage Thompson twice, matching his speed and angling him right out of time and space.
Skates, good job. Let's go.
Oh, and did I mention he recorded a hat trick on 5 shots while logging over 31 minutes of ice time, earning player of the game? You can call him Solberg or Goldberg, you decide. His first goal came on the power play. He walked the line, earned himself some ice, and ripped it top corner. The confidence and puck control it took to pull it off, unreal. And the celly, electric. You could see the passion pouring out of him, and he wasn't done. His second goal came with just 1 second left on a 5-on-3. He had the patience to wait for the screen, took it to the center of the ice, and placed a perfect shot over the goalie's pad. He turned to the bench and shouted, "Let's go." And with that, the comeback was on. Norway would score 2 more goals, driven by sheer heart, to pull within 1 with 9 minutes left, but their heart and soul leader wasn't finished. With just over a minute to go, Cooley made a brutal behind-the-back blind pass right to Solberg. He jumped on it, carried it up the ice, and after his first shot was steered aside, Norway got it back and fed him again, and boom, one-timer through traffic, tie game. A much-needed point as they looked to avoid relegation. And the celly again? He went straight to the bench to celebrate with his entire team.
Why did you run over to the bench for your celebration?
I don't know, because the whole team is there and we did it as a team. Maybe I scored a goal, but we worked together and I don't really thought about it. It just happened, but maybe that's what was the reason.
That little smirk he gave the camera, it about killed me. I couldn't do anything but smile in that moment.
Yeah, I'm happy.
What heart and determination can do. The funny thing is, his best offensive play of the night didn't even result in a goal. He walked through the entire US team, drove to the net, and shrugged off a check, then cut to the slot like it was nothing. Outside, inside, nearly 200 feet of dominance. And this was against the US's top D pairing? Warwinski? Are you kidding me? Really doing it all with and without the puck, physicality, and skill. As much as I'd love him to be in Anaheim next season, and honestly, it wouldn't shock me if he somehow made it out of camp, that camp battle is going to be something. Still, Solberg has a few glaring defensive weaknesses he'll need to work on. The biggest issues seem to have settled after the first 2 games. He's not getting beat nearly as badly as he was early on, though it still happens. Maybe the coaches told him to calm down and let the play come to him because he looks much more composed. That said, he still struggles to properly gauge the speed of opposing players. Take this goal, for example. Not entirely his fault, his teammate turned it over, but he misjudged O'Connor's speed and gave him too much space. He also took a penalty that led to a US goal. I'll admit, I thought it was a soft call, and the refs don't know it takes nothing for guys to fall over next to Solberg. His defensive reads seem to be getting better and better, as the competition seems to be getting better and better. Maybe that's the key. He might be a guy who thrives in faster-paced and higher-level competition. Either way, Solberg has been Norway's backbone all tournament long, and if he keeps this up, he could very well skate away with top defenseman honors when it's all over.
Thank you.
While this was an impressive feat for Norway, it was an embarrassment for Team USA.
Keep it up, good focus as a team. 1, 2, 3, team.
They were completely outworked, and it didn't help that Swayman couldn't stop a beach ball. 5 goals on 18 shots, with an expected goals against of 1.35. Brutal. I also love how they kept cutting to Team USA's coach, who also happens to be the Sharks head coach, as the US lead evaporated. You could tell that man isn't used to having a lead, and it showed. After a lackluster performance against Switzerland, and with the addition of Werenski, the US lineup got a shakeup. Both Gauthier and LaCombe were bumped down, and Comer was even pulled off the first power play. meaning neither of them got more than 10 seconds as the first unit almost plays the full 2 minutes. LaCombe also only had like one shift on the PK, so very limited special teams. Morwinski had over 31 minutes, and LaCombe's ice time took a noticeable hit. He played just over 15 minutes compared to his almost 19 in the 3 prior games. Even still, LaCombe picked up his first point of the tournament. Keller did all the work, but the box score won't show that. Solberg should have cleared the net too. As he has throughout the tournament, LaCombe showed smart positioning, closing off passing lanes, and cutting down angles to get the puck. He also looked a lot more physical in this game. He made a hit to force a turnover on the rush, and threw another one in the corner. He even took a big hit himself. He also had a really clean-looking skate block that he made look effortless. Defensively, there aren't many flaws in his game right now. He's making the right reads more often than not. Offensively, I'd like to see him more active, but I'm not going to knock him for playing smart. On the one goal he was on the ice for, both he and his D partner had joined the play up ice, and a turnover at the blue line gave Norway a breakaway. But man, the way LaCombe hustled to get back...
I am speed.
Late in the game, he did start to get more involved offensively. He registered his only shot by stepping in from the blue line, protecting the puck, and casually tossing a backhander on net. He even hit a post earlier too. And then there was his only OT shift. What a beauty. He faked the drop pass with such smooth confidence, then actually dropped it back while drifting into a slight screen. Just so slick. As for Gauthier, it's all about the offense. He added yet another goal just as the power play expired on a perfect tic-tac-toe play that set him up for another one-timer. Cutter knew how pretty it was too. Nice ducking pass.
Cutter Gauthier, who just can't find a way to stay off the score sheet. Every time he touches the puck, it seems like something dangerous happens.
It's crazy. He's tops in goals and points, especially considering he's almost getting no power play time. And now, with his ice time down just over 12 minutes in this one, he's essentially playing third to fourth line minutes. But every time he touches the puck, he's ripping it. He's been great at stick checking, forcing turnovers, and again, I really don't see too many mistakes from him. Also, I love how he and LaCombe are always close by, getting off the bus together, standing side by side for the anthem, walking down the hallway. Quite the friendship being born. You know who else has quite the friendship? Carlsson and Lundeström. W transition, thank you.
Sorry guys, my bad.
They were back on a line together for most of the game, though there was some shuffling throughout. But when they were out there together, they were finding each other. Leo started a rush and hit Lundy, who cut to the outside, then sliced back in and passed it to the slot. Where has that been? Lundy looks so much more flowy this tournament than I've ever seen him. They connected again, this time on a goal. Lundy started it all with an outlet pass to Raymond, who sauced it to Leo. Leo easily could have taken it himself, he had already beaten everyone, but instead, with a slick one-touch pass, he sent it right back. 2 assists, 3 shots, and his most ice time of the tournament, over 20 minutes.
Yeah, I feel amazing.
Leo was named player of the game as Sweden cruised to an easy 6-0 win. He even had another assist where he couldn't control the pass, but managed to stick with it, regain possession, and send it to the point. Thanks to a Latvian skate, it deflected in. Remember last video how I said Leo looked like the fastest guy on the ice when he wanted to? Well, he wanted to every single shift. He was entering with so much speed every time. And what's that? Top 30 in faceoffs for the tournament? 23 to be exact. Some of the cleanest draws I've ever seen from him. He did have one careless pass, but immediately used that same speed to track back and steal it right back. He jumped into a play to pounce on a loose puck and fell awkwardly in the corner. I was scared for a second, but he bounced right back up. He crushed someone twice, even got into a scrum, though you could kind of tell he didn't really want to be part of it. He was knocking pucks loose, stripping players, even saving Lundy's butt on a bad pass. To be fair to Lundy, he more than made up for that pass with some strong defensive reads, even got a few flashes of offense. But here's my main problem with Lundy. He'll have a great shift and then go passive. Like, why did he peel back to the point when he had a lane to turn in and take a shot in tight? That said, he did create a 2-on-1 with a little move earlier, so he's showing some confidence. Also worth noting, Lundy didn't take a single face-off this game. Maybe that's the secret, letting him stay on the wing so he can play more freely? Day 7 of Worlds is in the books with no Ducks playing, off day for everyone, but Day 8, Leo, Lundy, and Solberg are all back. Thank you to our members. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Leo, thank you. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. I could have said anything.